Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. The Hollywood lights always shine bright, but behind them, shadows often linger. Silent struggles hidden behind laughter, charm, and the glitz of fame. For decades, Mark Consuelos has been admired as one of television's most charismatic actors, a man whose smile could light up any screen. But recent news has left fans and co-stars alike reeling. Mark's long-hidden health battle has finally come to light, revealing a story of courage, pain, and quiet heroism that few ever knew. It started, as many things do, with whispers, rumors on social media, subtle glances from colleagues on set, and hushed conversations that were never meant for the public eye. Mark had always been the picture of vitality. Even in the busiest months of filming, his energy seemed boundless, his laughter infectious. Ripa, his wife of over 25 years and the love of his life, often described him on air as her rock and her sunshine. But behind closed doors, Mark had been fighting a battle far more demanding than any role he had ever taken on. The revelation came on a quiet winter morning, the kind when the city streets glisten with frost and the sky seems unusually pale. Mark had gone in for what was meant to be a routine checkup. The doctors, with their calm yet grave expressions, delivered news that would change everything. He was diagnosed with an advanced, yet treatable, autoimmune condition, a disease that attacks the body from within, invisible to the world, yet insidiously destructive. For months, Mark had hidden the symptoms from everyone: fatigue that no amount of coffee could cure, sudden aches that slowed him mid-scene, dizzy spells that came without warning. As an actor, hiding one's vulnerabilities is almost second nature, but this was different. This was a war with his own body, a private struggle that no one could script or rehearse for. Kelly was the first to know, of course. Their bond, forged over decades of marriage and raising 3 children, was unshakable. She remembers the moment vividly. "I came home and he was sitting in the living room, hands clasped tightly, staring at the floor. I knew something was wrong immediately. He looked small, and then he told me. I just broke down. I didn't know whether to cry, to scream, to hold him. I just held him and prayed that it wasn't as serious as it seemed." For weeks, the couple kept the diagnosis private. Mark continued to film, pushing through the pain with a stoicism that left his castmates in awe. Colleagues close to the couple revealed that Mark feared the public's reaction more than the disease itself. He didn't want anyone to worry, especially Kelly and the kids. He wanted to protect them, even if it meant suffering in silence. But silence, as it often does, cannot last forever. It was during a particularly grueling week of filming that Mark's body finally forced the truth into the open. A scene that should have taken minutes stretched into hours as he struggled to maintain his energy. A concerned crew member noticed his pallor and insisted he see a doctor immediately. That night, under harsh studio lights, Mark admitted to his team what had been hidden for months. The reaction was immediate. Shock, concern, and an outpouring of love followed. Co-stars posted messages of support, and fans flooded social media with prayers and encouragement. But perhaps the most heart-wrenching moment came when Kelly, live on her morning show, spoke to the nation about her husband's bravery. "I don't know how to put this into words," she said, her voice trembling. "Mark has always been my hero, but seeing him fight this, seeing him wake up every morning and face a world that doesn't slow down, it's humbling. He's my rock, my love, and my best friend. And now, more than ever, he needs all the love and support we can give him." Medical experts weighed in, describing the condition as manageable with early intervention, but potentially life-altering if neglected. Treatments would include a combination of medications, lifestyle changes, and ongoing monitoring. For Mark, whose schedule is notoriously demanding, this meant a period of adjustment and reflection, a chance to step back from the spotlight and focus on the fight within. Yet, amidst the sadness, there was an undeniable light. Mark's response to the news was quietly heroic. He refused to let the diagnosis define him, choosing instead to channel his energy into advocacy. Within weeks, he had begun collaborating with foundations dedicated to autoimmune research, sharing his story to raise awareness. If my story can help just one person recognize symptoms early, it will be all worth it, he said in a heartfelt statement. Fans who had long admired Mark for his performances in Riverdale, All My Children, and countless other roles responded with an outpouring of love. Hashtags like Stay Strong Mark and Mark Consuelos Fighter trended worldwide. Celebrities sent messages of encouragement, and the media, while initially captivated by the shock of the news, shifted focus to celebrate his courage and resilience. Still, the reality of the disease could not be ignored. There were difficult days when fatigue overwhelmed him, when the pain became a constant companion, when even the simplest tasks felt monumental. Yet Mark faced each day with quiet dignity. Friends and family describe him as unshakable in spirit, even when his body was weak. His children, aware that something serious was happening, became his greatest source of strength. As young as they are, they sensed the gravity of the situation, yet their love and laughter became a balm for their father's weary heart. He never wanted us to be scared, one of his children later shared. Even when he hurt, he would make us laugh. The emotional toll on Kelly has been immense. As a partner, a mother, and a public figure, balancing her own grief with supporting Mark has tested her in ways she never imagined. Yet she has emerged as a pillar of strength, documenting moments of hope and recovery alongside candid glimpses of the challenges they face. On air, she fights back tears, but off camera, she allows herself to grieve, to cry, and to lean on friends.
The story resonates because it is achingly human. It reminds us that fame does not shield anyone from the fragility of life, that even those who seem untouchable carry hidden burdens, and that love, resilience, and support can illuminate even the darkest path. In recent weeks, Mark has made small but significant steps forward. Adjustments to his treatment regimen have helped alleviate some symptoms, and he has begun participating in light filming again. Doctors caution that the journey is far from over, but the progress he has made is a testament to his determination and the unwavering support of his family. "I've always played characters who fight," Mark said in a rare interview, his voice steady despite the weight of his words. "But this is the fight of my life, and I've got the best team, the best partner, and the best kids by my side. That's all the strength I need." Fans have responded with overwhelming love, sharing messages of hope, prayers, and stories of their own battles with health issues. Social media has transformed from a gossip platform into a source of collective support, a reminder that empathy and solidarity can shine even in the darkest moments. Behind the headlines, beyond the public sympathy, the story of Mark Consuelos is one of courage, love, and quiet heroism. It is a reminder that life, no matter how glamorous it may appear, carries hidden challenges, and that strength is not measured by the absence of fear or pain, but by the courage to face it head-on. Kelly, standing beside her husband through every doctor's visit, every medication adjustment, every sleepless night, has emerged as a symbol of unwavering devotion. "We don't know what the future holds," she admitted in a tearful interview, "but we do know we have each other, and that's enough." In the coming months, Mark plans to continue his advocacy work, using his platform to raise awareness and funds for research. He hopes that his story will inspire others to pay attention to their health, to seek help early, and to never underestimate the strength that comes from facing challenges together. The world may remember Mark Consuelos as a charming actor, a beloved television star, or the perfect husband to Kelly Ripa. But now his legacy extends further. It is a testament to resilience, courage, and the human capacity to endure even when life takes unexpected, painful turns. As the news of his health battle spreads, fans are encouraged not just to express sympathy, but to draw inspiration. Mark's journey reminds us all of the importance of compassion, the power of family and community, and the profound strength that can be found in love. In a world often obsessed with appearances, Mark's story strips away the illusion and exposes the raw, unfiltered truth. that suffering can coexist with hope, that vulnerability is not weakness, and that even in the face of fear, it is possible to rise with dignity and grace. The road ahead is uncertain, and the coming months will test Mark and his family in ways that no one can predict. Yet there is a quiet courage in their journey, a courage that does not seek applause or recognition, but simply strives to live fully, love deeply, and face each day with integrity and hope. For fans across the globe, this revelation is a poignant reminder. The people we admire most are human, carrying battles that may never be visible on the surface. And in their strength, vulnerability, and perseverance, we find lessons for our own lives, lessons of hope, empathy, and the unyielding power of love. Mark Consuelos' hidden health battle has finally been revealed, and while it brings sorrow, it also brings inspiration. In every struggle there is courage, in every setback there is hope, and in every tear there is love. The world watches now not just to witness a star, but to honor a man who, despite unimaginable challenges, continues to fight with heart, grace, and unwavering determination. And through it all, one thing remains clear. Mark Consuelos is not alone. He has Kelly, his children, his friends, his fans, and an entire world of admirers standing by him. Together they face the uncertainty, the pain, and the struggle. And in that unity, there is an undeniable, unbreakable light.